Watch.
Mr.G_live. Set. G. Chris J. Themer made. Set. Our Christmas tree just got put up, so I'm about to decorate it. Smiley face. Coffee Baby 32. Said. Seems good, seems good.
Hey Google, Volume 7 for Coffee Baby.
I think you want to change the volume. Is that right?
Yes, stupid.
Sorry, I didn't get that. What do you want to set the volume to?
10.
10 is a 1979 movie directed by
What the
Edwards,
fuck?
starring Bo Derek, Dudley Moore, and Julie Andrews.
I don't give a fuck about that movie. Turn up the volume. God, what's your problem? The one person I can count on. Hey Google, did you even turn up the volume? That's what I thought. Turn it up again.
Evoluted. Said. Hi.
Hey Dave London, I'm glad you made it here. I don't know if you can hear me right now, but I think that you can. I was really perplexed at lunch today, and I got really upset. I was also upset before that. I'm not taking any shit. I'm too old, and I don't have enough time
Evoluted.
to take any shit.
Said. Yes, I figured out how to use Twitch.
That's good, Dave London. See if I can make you a moderator. But yeah, I was real upset earlier during my lunch because I was just eating a lunch and people still are coming into the chat. Remember when you used to be a teacher? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I still am a teacher. And remember Ice Poseidon? You know, it's like, what the fuck?
Said. You can send Mr.G poses and Keanu packages to 1170 Nuuanu Avenue, PO Box 37305, Honolulu, Hawaii 96823. Dabaluna. Said. People need to get over themselves.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, well, I'm just doing my own thing, you know? We're gonna start the class. I friended you here. I'm trying to. Oh, okay, here you go. I figured out how to mod you. Alright, cool. You're a moderator now. Okay, class is about to begin. Google. Hey, Google. Put on some Mr.G shit. Hey, Google.
Sure.
iPad. Said. Help Mr.G with a donation through Stream Elements. https://streamelements.com/nrg_live/get.
Teacher, gone IRL streamer. Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G. He's your average teacher, gone IRL streamer. Americana writer, got no education. I met him while streaming on a Hawaiian vacation. Unworn white Levi's were covering his femur until he covered them with coffee and creamer. Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G. He's your average teacher, gone IRL streamer. Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G. He's your average teacher, gone IRL streamer. Mr. G, 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 G.
Hey, Google. Pause.
Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G. He's your average teacher, gone IRL streamer. Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G, Mr. G. He's your average teacher, gone IRL streamer. Mr. G, 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 Mr. G.
Hi, I'm Mr. G. Welcome to my
The
class.
new merch is here, PogChamp. Check it out. https://mercase.streamelements.com.
Hey Google, volume 4.
_live.
Play Bach.
I understood. Play Bach. Is that right?
Yes.
Playing Jacques Lussier on Pandora.
Hey Google, volume 2. Okay, hey guys, hey everybody, Mr. G here. I'm in a great mood today. I'm in a wonderful fucking mood. Alright, maybe that's not true. Alright? However, I'm still here because 80% of success is just showing up.
Success? What does he know about success? He's not successful. He used to be a teacher.
Yes, I've actually been successful in every faction of my motherfucking life, bitch. And I could go over that, but we're not going to go over that. This isn't about Mr. G's life. If you want to know more about Mr. G's life, you can read his fucking book. Yeah. His autobiography, Gonzo Education. Available at a bookstore near you, if you can read. Today we're not learning about Mr. G's life. Today, we're learning about the great state of Oklahoma. And I use the word great loosely because Mr. G's actually from Texas, hook 'em horns. So we're supposed to make this little hand signal and we're supposed to not like Oklahoma. Why? I don't know. It's kind of like, well, you know, when you send troops to Iraq or Afghanistan and you say shoot those, or Vietnam, and you say shoot those guys and the guys are like, why? And then the other guy's like, I don't know, just because. So personally, I have nothing against Oklahoma. But being since I was born and raised in Texas, and I went to the University of Texas, I guess we're not supposed to like Oklahoma. They have a big football game every year. It's called the Red River Rivalry. It happens in the midpoint between the University of Oklahoma and the University of Texas, which is Dallas, the Cotton Bowl. And every November they have this big celebration, the Cotton Bowl, where half the stadium is dressed in burnt orange, University of Texas, and the other half of the stadium is dressed in maroon or whatever fucking color OU is. So we gotta add some highlights here. I feel like I have a shocked freaking audience. What's up? Cat got your tongue? No pun intended. Actually, that wasn't a pun. So no joke intended for somebody that doesn't know what a pun is. So I have the Oklahoma State up on there. And you can see it's shaped like a fucking finger. So what, you guys can't talk? Huh? This is a class. We need classroom participation. Alright, fine, don't talk. I'll talk. I'm the teacher. I'll do the fucking talking. Okay? So this is Oklahoma. It's a shitty state. There's no getting around it. I mean, I'm sorry if you're from there. Not many people are from there. The biggest city in Oklahoma is Oklahoma City. Clever name, huh? With just under 700,000 people, not even 1 million people. The second biggest city is Tulsa, Oklahoma, which is known for a lot of gun violence, and that's about it. They do have a good symphony, from what I hear. But the population of Tulsa, Oklahoma is also around 500,000, less than Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City is the capital of Oklahoma and also its biggest city. And it also has the most crime. Oklahoma has a lot of crime. Also, the climate extremes are absurd. During the summer, it hits 100 degrees, maybe 30 days of the summer. And during the winter, it gets below freezing, like over 100 days. So it's ridiculously hot in the summer and ridiculously cold in the winter. It used to be known, that area as well as Kansas, used to be known as the American desert. They also don't receive a lot of precipitation in the winter, so sometimes there's snow, but not a lot usually. Begs to wonder why anyone would even want to live there, but people are generally stupid. Okay, like I said, I sense a lot of shocked faces. Like, what's wrong with him today? Well, Mr. G's in an asshole kind of mood. Don't take it personally, okay? The world's a very fucked up place. You want to hear a fucked up statistic? Okay, one thing you can count on is Mr. G's a good guy. All right, if you're a woman or a child and somebody came in here and tried to hurt you, guess what? Unfortunately, I would have to protect you. Okay, that's just how I am. If you were a little cat and somebody tried to hurt the little cat, even if it was a big, strong Hawaiian guy, guess what? Mr. G has to fight the big, strong Hawaiian guy. Because I'm not going to let anybody hurt a little kitten, right? Okay. The point I'm making, the statistic that really upset me, well, I don't know if it's true, but I'm not even going to mention it. Well, I already, 1 out of 3, no, fine, I won't mention it. Anyways, the fact of the matter is, yes, the world is not fair, but there are some sick fucking people in the world, and they'll attack you unprovokedly, and there's violent people out there, and there's evil people out there that will fucking ruin your life for $20. They'll ruin your life for a little bit of content. They'll do horrible things to you and your family, even if you've never done anything to them. You know, just because they want your shoes or they want your $5. There's evil fucking people in the world, and you have to beware. And those evil people know how to use computers. And those evil people, some of them watch live streams too. Some of them are live streamers. And you have to be vigilant against those people. One difference between me now and me 10 years ago or 20 years ago is that I don't want any friends. I don't need any advice from anybody. I don't need any friends, I don't need any family, and I don't need any advice. The best person to listen to? Me. Convenience store? No, me. I'm smarter than all of them put together. Oh, that might hurt some people's feelings. But it's very objective statement. If I wasn't myself and I was just, as Jordan Peterson says, taking care of somebody you care about, then I would look at this at the most organic, objective way possible. And that's the biggest consequences and the biggest tumbles that I've felt in my life is when I listened to somebody else or when I was involved with another crowd, when I didn't do anything solo. If you want to do something right, you do it yourself. That's very, very true. And if the asshole taught me one thing, and the asshole being my father, that expression, you want to do something right, you do it yourself. He was a very solid, I don't even want to talk about my father, but anyways, we're talking about Oklahoma. All right, and if you're wondering about what kind of mood I'm in today, it has nothing to do with any of the viewers, any of the regular viewers, any of my real viewers, any of the viewers. There is, a small group of, toxic incels that are like, like they can't get a job, they can't get a girlfriend, they're very, we're not going to bring them up. There is a small group, but they're dying like quicker than, they're actually coming to their senses. Some of them are creating their own Twitter and Facebook pages, yeah. They're dying out. But I'm still doing well, and I'm still doing my thing. But I'm not taking any more shit. And I'm not making chit chat with the 3 Brazilians at the restaurant And I'm not letting them patronize me, or they didn't even know what the word condescending mean. I asked them, do you know what the word condescending means?
Oh, is that why he's mad?
No, you stupid son of a bitch. Your mom being the bitch. I'm not mad for any particular reason, okay? I'm not even that upset. I'm just in a very progressive mood, but using that word sparingly because it's associated with liberal piece of shits. Back to Oklahoma. Okay, guys. I'm sorry, I kind of lost myself. Here is a slide of the song, if you're wondering, which you're not, is Oklahoma. The nickname is the Sooner State. Uh-oh, and looks like we have some more Latin here. The motto is Labor Conquers All, or in Latin, Labor Omnia Vincit. So let me go ahead and... Okay, so we have some more Latin. You know how I love Latin. So the Oklahoma State motto is labor. What is it? God damn it. There's another expression, labor conquers all, in New Mexico. I mean, Oklahoma. Labor omnia vincit. Labor omnia vincit. Which means labor conquers all. Which is a decent expression that I respect now. Labor omnia vincit. Say it with me. Labor omnia vincit. Well, I respect that now because I'm a very laborious person. I am one of those type of people that needs to be productive. Yes, I work from home. I know that's really hard to believe. But there are also millions of other Americans that work from home. I think like 10 or 20, 30 million Americans work from home. That's like 1 out of 5, 1 out of 10 people, kids. So it's not that big of a surprise. Well, I guess kids meaning neighbors, because they're the ones that are like, well. But some people, they really need to be productive. If they're not getting things accomplished, then they feel like that they're not being productive. I'm one of the type of people that really enjoys getting things accomplished.
No, you're not, because I don't want you to be.
Well, I am. So sorry about that. Turn the fucking station if you don't like that. Also, if you're one of my neighbors and you're watching me, you shouldn't. Because if you were on Twitch, I wouldn't watch you. Would I? So, labor omnia vincit. Alright, what does that mean? I forgot. He laughed! Shut up! It means being laborious. Anything is accomplished through labor, is what that means. And unlike some people a lot of people in the world, in this United States in particular, they aren't very laborious. They maybe worked one job or took a couple classes at community college, or grew up in a gated community, just waiting for their parents to die. Pathetic. Go do something by yourself. Pull yourself up by your own fucking bootstraps. Be self-made, huh? The coolest bumper sticker there is, it says self-made. Now that's a cool bumper sticker to put on your nice car, right? Self-made. Mommy and daddy did not buy me this. All right, anyways. So Oklahoma, apparently they're big on labor. All right, I'm a bit out of it today, guys. The teacher's gonna drink this Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and then I'm probably gonna pour a glass of wine as well. You probably won't join me for that wine. It's probably something I'll do alone. Okay, so we have the Oklahoma license plate on the board. On the screen. I'm going to put the Oklahoma flag. And we're going to go over the fucking flag. So the Oklahoma flag. Oklahoma became a state in the year 1907. Pretty late as far as the United States goes. It also being a lot further east than other states. Like California, which was granted statehood almost 50 years before Oklahoma. But like I said, Oklahoma was a territory for quite some time. The flag that you see on the screen here, it has a warrior shield, which represents the Native American tribes, some of which were the Pawnee tribe or Fox Nation tribe. It also has an olive branch, representing peace between settlers and Native Americans. And then it also has a peace pipe, believe it or not. Oklahoma is known as one of the more conservative states. So it's funny that it would have a peace pipe on the flag. There's some parts of Oklahoma, actually, that it was up until 2006, it was illegal to even get a tattoo there. Yeah, tattooing was illegal in Oklahoma up until 2006. Some other fun facts: no other state has as many man-made lakes. 200 reservoirs in the state of Oklahoma. 24% is covered by forest, though the vast majority of Oklahoma is the American desert. All right, we'll do a couple more fun facts while we have the overhead projector out. So, next fun fact: famous people from there include Brad Pitt, Carrie Underwood, and some country singer. If you play catch in the streets of Bartersville, Oklahoma, you're breaking the law. It's also illegal to put ice cream on top of cherry pie. Actually, that was Kansas. Every state has their own fucked up laws, and they just do that. If you wear New York Jets clothes in Ada, Oklahoma, you could be jailed. That's probably due to one bad apple. One bad apple ruins it for the whole bunch, right? It's against the law to spit on the sidewalk. Now that's a good law.
The new merch is here, PogChamp. Check it out.
Shut up, Stream Elements.
https://merch.streamelements.com/mrg_live. Shoshans_new_alt. Ted. How are those? Never had one.
What? Blow cones. Okay, so Sasquatch has been spotted or lied about, actually, in the state of Oklahoma. Okay, sorry, I had to check the security camera. Somebody was at the door. All right, some more fun facts. How are you today, Shoshin? Sorry, I went off on you in Discord.
No MC Rip Nico said he got one.
Hey, Driveway Cam. Hey, Nico. Sorry, I went off a little bit earlier. Mrs. J, if you're still here, maybe you can put a link to the Discord. Like again, I'm sorry I got upset. I have a funny story about Old Timer, Mrs. J, I was going to tell you.
Countryman. Dead. F, I'm late. MR_Nico.
Hey, everybody.
Dead.
Once again, I'm not having a bad day. I'm just like very direct today. And I just need to really get things accomplished and stuff like that. And I was upset earlier, and I do have the right to be mad at a few people. A few people in this world have really done me wrong when they shouldn't have. And that's my own business, and I should take care of that on my own time. I should not bring that in, drag that into the classroom, and I apologize for any curse words I may have said or anything like that.
Said. No worries, I'm used to it.
So let's get back.
Likely powered like some sort of domestic violence victim. Countryman.
Watch it, Shoshin.
IMRG, sorry to hear, bud. Hope things get better.
So, all right, back to the learning. So Oklahoma is located in the south central region of the United States. Some people think they're in the south, but they're not. They're basically in the west or the south central. It has a population of about 4 million people. That's the 2010 census.
Nicotino 3. Said. Reglib Moses.
Hey, thanks. So Nico's a subscriber to the Twitch channel, so she gets to use the Moses icons. So Oklahoma is one of the fastest growing economies in the nation, ranking among the top 10 states per capita in income growth and gross domestic product growth. Oklahoma is the 28th most populous state and the 20th largest state. So it's right there in the median of states in the United States. A few more fun facts. Excuse me.
Countryman. Said. One creepy fact a trucker has told me about Oklahoma is that it has most earthquakes by far in the country due to the fracking.
Yeah, I have heard that. So they recently had started experiencing earthquakes. So they received statehood all the way in 1907, very late. That was surprising. 46th state. The only states that were states before Oklahoma, after Oklahoma, were New Mexico, Arizona, Hawaii, and Alaska.
That is very late.
Yeah, I was surprised as well, countryman.
Bushons_new_alt. Said. Reglip G Krigasm Reglip_HF. J Themer made.
So some common expressions in Oklahoma.
Reglip Moses, Reglip G, Reglip Keanu.
Labor conquers all is a common expression. That's the also the Greek for labor omnia vincit. So that's the the Latin. Also, there's the expression, you're doing fine, okay.
Oklahoma was a red state.
You're right. Oklahoma, with its 7 electoral votes, voted a whopping 65% for Donald Trump. Probably higher than anybody else in the country. I think Wyoming was 67%, and Montana was something like 68%.
Said. Their motto sound like something Karl Marx would say. Stream elements.
So that's funny.
Said. The new merch is here, PogChamp, check it out. https://merch.streamelements.com.
So some of the animals you'll see is the collared lizard.
Said. Help Mr. G with a donation through Stream Elements.
the honeybee, the scissor-tail flycatcher. Here, let me show you some better pictures here.
_live/tip. Countryman said, Oklahoma has mountains too in the east with trees, and it's considered to be the most dangerous tornado chasing art in the country due to the trees and severe area.
Interesting.
MR_Nicotino
So
3.
some of the manufactured products in
I always liked Oklahoma. I don't know, just seems like a cool place.
include petroleum, oil, machinery, metal, and plastic, which is also made from oil. A couple more graphics on just some facts about Oklahoma. So the state animal is the buffalo. Oh, we've already seen this. The state flower is the mistletoe. No, we haven't seen this actually. The state tree is the redbud tree. Shout out to Orson Welles. The state bird is the scissor-tail flycatcher.
Cyberpunk just dropped. I'm hyped.
And the Oklahoma state seal, like I said, has the Latin phrase "Labor omnia vincit."
Said. Also, the panhandle of Oklahoma is widely considered as the most vast, spread out food desert in the country. Which means you gotta drive 45 minutes or more to nearest gas or grocery store. Countryman said. In the continuous, excluding Alaska of course. So some more state facts is Oklahoma is the largest Native American population of any state. Driving through there, I remember seeing a lot of Native Americans drunk on the side of the road. Oklahoma's name came from the Choctaw word meaning Oka and Hama, together meaning red man. They fought the Seattle Sonics, now it's the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, it's true. The Oklahoma City Thunder used to be the Seattle Supersonics. Thank you, Countryman, for your contributions today.
Countryman said, and I didn't know that's actually surprising, highest native pop.
Yeah, they actually have a lot of really Native Americans that have lived there and that have continued to live there for quite some time. So, like I said, the state bird is the scissor-tail flycatcher. I put a image of it on the screen there.
Nicotino 3 said, Kevin Durant is my favorite basketball player.
Oh, really? I actually met him once. We both attended the University of Texas at the same time. But you break it down, he's just a basketball player, and it's just a game. A highly overrated game. So on the screen there, you have the scissor-tail flycatcher.
3 said, wow, really? That's awesome.
Does anybody know what the state flower of Oklahoma is?
Said, mine's Dennis Rodman.
The state flower of Oklahoma is the Oklahoma rose. And I think this has to be the best state flower.
You can send Mr.G, Moses, and Keanu packages to 70 New Wanu Avenue.
I'll put it in the corner up there. The Oklahoma rose.
Hawaii, 96823.
I mean, I used to really like the color red.
_new_alt. Said, JK, I don't know sports.
My favorite player is Dennis Rodman. Excuse me. All right, so that is the Oklahoma rose.
JP Mermaid said, pretty rose.
Yeah, Mrs. J, it is, isn't it?
MR_Nicotino 3 said, MRG likes the San Antonio Spurs.
That's right, I used to like the Spurs when I watched basketball.
Said, the new merch is here, PogChamp, check it out. https://merch.
So in the corner here, this is an image of the Red River rivalry. That's what I was saying when the University of Oklahoma plays at the University of Texas in football.
He sure do.
They meet at the halfway point, and the stadium, it's usually one of Time Life's top pictures, because exactly down the middle of the stadium, half of it is dressed in burnt orange on the University of Texas side, and the other half is dressed in maroon for the University of Oklahoma. But as you can see, the Oklahoma side, I guess it's kind of hard to see, but one side is one color and the other side is another color. All right. What else? So, some famous people from Oklahoma is...
Countryman. Said.
Okay, are we back?
Countryman. Said. Yup. Shoshans
Hey,
underscore
everybody.
new underscore alt. Said. Yup.
So, it's a little fuzzy, isn't it? There it goes. Okay, so some more famous people from the
Evolution.
state of Oklahoma.
Said.
Dr. Phil.
I thought it froze too.
It did freeze. The
Shoshans
internet went out
underscore
for
new
a second.
underscore alt. Said. What's up with pickup Dr. Phil?
He's from Oklahoma. Shoshin. Another. We're doing. This is the segment of the lecture where we go over famous individuals from whatever particular
Countryman.
state we're learning about.
LOL.
This woman also
Countryman.
is from Oklahoma.
Said. Pocahontas.
Yes, her name is Pocahontas. She's a member of the U.S.
Help Mr. G with
Senate.
the donation through Stream Elements. https://streamelements.com/mr.
Somebody else that's from the state of Oklahoma, Gary Busey Nolte, is from Oklahoma, and he also he is not crazy. Not crazy. Nick Nolte, Gary
Shoshans underscore new underscore alt. Said. She has a unique birthmark. Stream Elements.
also from Oklahoma,
The new merch is here, PogChamp. Check it out.
is this guy.
https://merch.
Not funny. All right. That being said, Lucky is a cat, and she is a black cat. She has very pretty eyes, and actually, I was gonna go get a glass of wine, but I'm back. Okay, so we're learning all about the wonderful state of Oklahoma. Now, we'll briefly, I guess I've been distracted a lot. If you're watching this on YouTube, shout out to you. If you're watching this and you're just interested in Oklahoma and you don't know who I am, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now, because I'm trying to reach a different audience, a different crowd. People that are less toxic, less judgmental, less critical. So if you're just watching about Oklahoma, I give a live class every day. If you're watching this on YouTube, not live, this is live every day on Twitch. So I invite you to join the class. It starts at 2 p.m. Hawaii time. So if you're in the west coast of the United States, it's 4 o'clock. And if you're on the east coast of the United States, it's 7 o'clock. All right. Now, I didn't get a chance to talk about the flag, or I did talk about the flag, right? Well, it has 7 eagles as well. Did I mention the eagles?
Wanu Avenue, PO Box 37305, Honolulu, Hawaii 96823.
All right, so up on this picture here, I put an image of the Oklahoma State Capitol. I'll put it on the big screen. There's nothing fancy about their state capitol. It is what it is. It looks like the United States Capitol. I mean, it's not too. The Oklahoma State Capitol. I guess they went with a 4-sided. They went kind of. There's 4 different like things, or whatever. It looks like a little bit like the Pentagon, I guess.
Countryman said, "It's one of the only capitals that's outside the main city too. It's in a suburb of Oklahoma City."
Oh, okay, interesting. Some of you may have heard of the Trail of Tears. The Trail of Tears was a during the resettlement. We're forced to walk from North Carolina, from the Carolinas and Tennessee, Native American population, and one reason for that is because of the United States government forcing the Native Americans to walk thousands of miles, a lot of them to their death during the winter. Women and children dying. So I talk about that a lot, about the horrors in the world. I don't talk about that a lot, but a lot of terrible things have been done by the United States military. So just because you're an American or you're from the United States or you served in the military doesn't mean that everything in every war and every military occupation has been an honorable one. So you need to say what is wrong when it's wrong and what is right when it's right. Some wars, they were for to fight fascism. They were for the better of the planet. World War II is a good example. Other wars like World War I, they were basically, they were used because of sectionalism in Eastern Europe. Anyways, we're not talking about world wars today, we're talking about Oklahoma. What else about Oklahoma? Norman is where the University of Oklahoma is. Hey Google, how many students are at the University of Oklahoma?
In 2017, there were 31,678 students enrolled at the University of Oklahoma.
So there's 31,000 students at the University of Oklahoma. The University of Texas has about 50,000 students. Their big rival. What else? We talked about the state flag. This is an image of the Oklahoma City nightlife. What else? Let's see if we got anything on here. The Latin phrase for today is Labor Omnia Vincit.
Devon Tower, the tallest building in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. I don't know about that. If you'd like to share with the class, countryman, you're welcome to. This right here is Okies. Somebody from Oklahoma. I guess they're known as an Okie. God damn it. So I was going to control the robot, but see if I can control it with this one. So is there any questions? Tomorrow's state is Texas, the state that I'm from, actually.
Countryman said. It was just opened a few years ago. It looks like Saraman's Tower when you're driving past Oklahoma City on the highway. Towers above everything. It's very tall.
Hey Google, volume 8.
Shoshans_new_alt. Said.
Hey Google.
Who, Texas?
Tell me about Devon Tower.
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. The Devon Energy Center is a 50-story corporate skyscraper in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and is tied with Park Tower in Chicago as the 62nd tallest building in the United States. Construction began October 6, 2009, and was completed in October 2012.
Okay, that's interesting.
Said. Help Mr.G with the donation through Stream Elements.
Volume 2.
https://streamelements.com/mrg_live/tip.
So another thing Oklahoma is really well known for is Turner Falls, which is a beautiful waterfall on Honey Creek in the Arbuckle Mountains of south central Oklahoma. A Scottish immigrant farmer married a Choctaw woman and settled in the area in 1878, and he discovered the falls. The falls were named after him. His name was Mazepet Turner. Today, the falls are part of Turner Falls Park, a city park operated by the city of Davis, Oklahoma. The falls cascade into a natural swimming pool, one of 2 such pools within the park, and these are popular tourist destinations during the summer months. The city of Davis acquired the park in 1919 and operated it until 1958, and then leased the facility to other interests until 1978, where it resumed control. The park covers 1,500 acres and also contains trails, caves, and other interesting geological features. It has a walk-in castle, which was built in the 1930s. Interesting. I don't ever plan on going to Oklahoma personally, but if I do ever find myself in Oklahoma, I would like to visit and go for a swim at Turner Falls. I saw the picture on Google. If you Google Waterfalls, Oklahoma.
Look up the Route 1 Talamina National Scenic Byway. It's a skyway and it takes you up on top of one of the Ozark mountain ridges and you can see everything.
All right, I'll see. Is it in Oklahoma, countryman?
The new merch is here, PogChamp. Check it out. https://merch.streamelements.com/mrg.
Or is it in West Virginia?
Nightman said. You can send Mr. G, Moses, and Keanu packages to 1170 Nuuanu Avenue, PO Box 37305, Honolulu, Hawaii 96823. Countryman said. Yes, it's in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
It's insane.
How do you spell Tajima? Talimina?
Countryman said. It doesn't look like Oklahoma there too. It looks like the Smoky Mountains or something out of Maine. Very green part of Oklahoma.
Oh, okay, you're right. I see it here. The Talamina Scenic Drive is a national scenic byway in southeastern Oklahoma. It's in extreme western Arkansas, spanning a 54-mile stretch of the Oklahoma State Highway and Arkansas Highway. Route description. Designated a National Scenic Byway by America's Byway Program in 2005, and they don't just give those out. The road travels within the Ouachita National Forest along the highest peaks of the Winding Stair Mountains, part of the Ouachita Mountain chain, including the second tallest peak in Arkansas, Rich Mountain, which is at 2,681 feet. Many of the forests along these ridges, stunted and of little commercial value, were never logged and of old growth. The 2-lane road features hiking trails begin at various points along its stretch. and 22 scenic vista pullouts. There are at least 13% hill grades along the route. So apparently it's an extremely old forest that wasn't mined or wasn't logged because it was already so old when it was discovered. History. The current route opened in 1969 and formed a stretch of what would become the Oklahoma State Highway. In this case, the number 1 was assigned due to the scenery along the highway. It was dedicated on June 7, 1970, by Lucy Baines Johnson, the daughter of U.S. President Lyndon B. Johnson. The roadway was designated as a National Forest Scenic Byway on February 8, 1989. It was later made an Arkansas Scenic Byway on January 7th. Interesting. Thank you, Countryman, for that contribution. Okay, I think we're wrapping things up here. We're not covering Oklahoma very much.
Said, yeah, man. It's badass. That's one place I'd totally drive through.
So we did learn a little bit about Oklahoma. We learned about, the state flag, how they're big on oil production, some famous people that went through there. Oklahoma is a state that only has one professional sports team, the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they also basically stole that team. One thing that we didn't touch on is why they're called the Oklahoma Sooners. And they're called the Oklahoma Sooners because of the land grab. Back in the day, I don't know who the president was, but they were giving away, during the Homestead Act, they were giving away land in Oklahoma.
Help Mr.
And everybody had to start at a particular line. The movie Far and Away describes the events really well. But everybody was supposed to start at a particular spot and then race to the land grab. And then you were supposed to have a stake or whatever, a flag, and then you state your claim and you stick the flag in all dramatically. God, like, I claim this land from Mr.G, And the reason that people in Oklahoma are called Sooners, or the Oklahoma Sooners, as you see on that, is because the Sooners were the ones that cheated. Yes.
The new merch is here.
Sooners snuck into the Oklahoma territory before the starting bell, and they hid in creeks and in top of trees. And then when everybody came running through, they jumped down out of the tree, or they climbed up out of the creek, and they waved their flag, and they're like, I claim this land. But really they snuck over the night before. And so that's why they're called the Oklahoma Sooners. Because Sooners used to be a derogatory term for somebody that was dishonest. So I guess the name caught on. It is what it is. All right, so I'm going to go and end the class here. I appreciate all you guys that stopped by, especially the ones watching on YouTube that aren't watching live. Check us out on Twitch every day, live classroom here. This is only going to keep growing. Obviously, I have to deal with a lot more than other people. I had to deal with a lot more like hate and bad people, and people trying to beat me down, and people trying to do nefarious activities. So I have to deal with a lot, but this is a really great thing, these classroom streams. So if you're watching this, you're benefiting, I'm benefiting. I'm offering a service here that I used to charge, up to $50 an hour for. So you're getting that for free as well. So I appreciate all you guys. Hope you come back. If you're new, don't forget to like and follow or whatever. And also, we do this Monday through Friday, and nobody's going to stop me. Not the haters, not the neighbors, nobody. I'm going to continue doing this. This is going to continue to grow, and soon we're going to have a lot more things as well. All right, thank you. Special shout out to Big Block, Lita, Mrs. J, Muzza, Mays, Jordan, Detroit, Michigan, Cody, Shoshan, Nico. Special shout out if I'm missing anybody. Dave London, thank you for both things. And we'll end this with the Oklahoma State song, which I like to do. Hey Google, pause. And I'll see you guys in a little bit. Maybe I'll go live a little bit later after this today. I'm feeling better than I did before.
Brand new state,
Alright guys, I'll talk to you guys later.
Gonna give you barley, carrots, and potatoes.
Countryman.
For the cattle,
Sid.
spinach and tomatoes.
That's good.
flowers on
Glad
the
you're
prairie
feeling
where the
better.
June bugs zoom.
Plenty of air and
Showshots
plenty of
_new
room.
_ all.
Plenty of room to
Sid.
swing a
Good
rope.
night, y'all.
Plenty of heart and plenty
Good night,
of
Shoshin.
Whoa.
Countryman.
Oh, when the wind
Sid.
comes sweeping down a plain,
Peace out.
and the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oh, Lord, every night, my honey lamb, sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. When we say, we're only singing, you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay.
Alright guys, everybody have a good night. And I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to start just at the same time tomorrow. We're going to keep starting a little bit earlier every day. And yeah, once again, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining me today. If you're watching me on YouTube, thank you. Give this video a thumbs up and check out the other playlists on the screen here. You can find your favorite state as well. All right, guys. Aloha from here in Hawaii. Everybody take it.